This is going to be how to stipple a gun or any sort of polymer framed lower or pistol grip, magazine, whatever. As you can see, this is my Smith & Wesson M&P Pro Series 9mm. I've stippled the back strap and the front strap. I'll get some close-ups on that in a minute. My camera isn't focused while recording, so I'll have to do that. But so this will be like a little tutorial to get a really clean-looking stipple job that doesn't look like you drilled a ton of holes into your gun. This will show you to make like a really fine stippling that's really effective. It'll have the same texture as like a grip tape, but it's more permanent. The problem with the grip tape for me is that the adhesive will wear off after a lot of shooting. If you're afraid, this is a really easy thing to do. Don't be afraid to try it out. Let me show you a close-up on my stippling. So here's where I stippled. You can see this is the original polymer. This is unstippled. This is stippled. It makes the polymer a little darker. It does burn the polymer, but not too bad. It does give it a sandpaper-like texture. I came all the way up under here. You can really see it well. As you can see, it's just a ton of little dots, and that's basically all you do. Just suggesting taking your time, following your gun's natural lines, and really putting it where your hand comfortably sits. This is not abrasive at all to your hands. I have very thick calluses on my hands from shooting, so I like it a little more aggressive, but people who have held this, this is not hurtful at all. Does not hurt when you shoot it, and it's really nice, comfortable, clean, just improvement on the texturing. Also, I did not, a lot of people go all the way up on these especially, or on Glocks, and I did not on mine because I shoot USPSA, which is, for those of you who don't know, is a pistol shooting competition where you run around and shoot targets, basically in a nutshell, and they have rules on production division, which is what this is. So if you're planning on doing any sort of competitive shooting like that, especially if you're in the production division, be careful where you stipple, because if you do too much, it may throw you into limited or open, and you don't want that if you want to shoot production. So I stayed safe and just followed the original lines that were textured on the gun. The M&Ps are typically pretty smooth, so this was a big improvement for me. So I'll go ahead and show you how to do this. Okay, so the easiest way to do this first is to have your gun taken apart, unloaded of course. You want to have it stable. Usually on flat surfaces. You can just lay it on your table or whatever you're doing it on, or in a vise. A vise works really well. The most you can take apart your gun, the better. For this back strap on the M&P, I took it off until I got to the natural line, and then I followed that line with the soldering gun or hot knife, whichever one you'd like to use. I'll go over those in a second, but basically, this is basically what you're going to want to use, something with a fine point that is very hot. Anything will work. So the best way to do this is to do light taps on the hottest setting you can make it, and just do, this is not on right now by the way, I'm just demonstrating. You just want to do light taps in kind of a random little circle, and then kind of spread out, and then maybe do a section, then do another section, and then blend it all together with dots. Just light taps, doesn't have to be anything else, but enough to burn it. And then once you do the edges, that's when you want to be a little careful, you know, just kind of go out and then kind of dot out and then dot out and dot out. Want to go straight in, or maybe a little bit out of an angle, maybe towards the angle your hand goes, but the best way to do it is just do random little dots, but don't pick up the knife and do this, just little dots, and when you come up just a little bit, it'll still be kind of melted to it a little bit, so you're actually dragging a little bit to other dots, so it just makes more of a texture. On the best way to get the clean look is just follow the lines of the gun. Again, a lot of people don't like that uniform line dot look. This is really sporadic. The camera isn't focused, but I'll get up closer so you can really see it. But yeah, so you just slowly do dots, burn them in. Some other things is that you want to make know the different types of plastics you're burning into, like the M&P is a good example. This back strap is a softer plastic than the actual frame of the gun. This is more of a rubbery, and this melts quicker than the front. So when you do the back, you don't want to sit that the soldering gun in there as long, because you can make too big of a hole, or you can do it an ugly burn, or just get an ugly pattern that won't match up to your front. So you want to just know what type of polymers you're pushing into. Like on the PMag, like this frame is really similar to like the feel of a PMag, except it's thicker. And then this is more of a textured rubber type feeling, but it's not really rubber, it's still plastic. So again, you want to go a little bit faster in and out on these, but still keeping that tight dot pattern, and then maybe staying for a little bit longer on those, but keeping a tight dot pattern. Also, some other things I've did. Here's one of my magazines. I haven't done all of them because this takes a while and you need to have patience to do this. This one magazine took me about an hour. So on the panels, again, just lay it flat, but for video purposes, say that's flat, and just kind of start in a circle and just go out and work your way out, and then do the edges real nice. And you can see it comes out pretty good. It's very tasteful looking, and it feels really nice. Like, you can see your hand kind of slides, but got some drag on there. Also do the front is what I did. I left this one open for some markers, so like marking your magazines, like initials and whatnot. And then I went ahead and did this back strap part just on the top, because I felt that's where my hand was hitting the most. But that's just another example of what you can do with stippling. Again, also on this one, I did the magazine release. I made this extremely aggressive on the magazine release. I made this a different texture than I did on these and this, so I know what I'm pushing on my gun. I get the feel for it, and it comes out pretty nice. So let me know what you think about my M&P here. Thank you for watching. If you want to check out any of my other videos, just click on my channel. If you have any questions about stippling or want any more specific details, just send me a PM or just leave it in the comments below. And thanks for watching.